Hi, this is Christopher Clifford, and this is a before video in reference to this City of Bedford ordinance violation. Most of this stuff I do agree with, especially number 1, number 2, number 3. But as far as number 4, let's see if I can get that in there. Install proper graspable handrails on front stairway. Okay, well, when I built this front porch, the building inspector okayed and approved my graspable handrails. As you see, they are in fact graspable. Whatever, you can grab a hold of them. They are definitely required. And mind you, this was signed off on the previous inspector, so I don't understand number 4. Let's see, the yard. Okay, there's the only other thing that I really have a problem with is they said something about my fence line. And let me just go ahead and show. I mean, I do agree it needs gutters. I need to clean my yard, of course. Will be done, is on, going to be done, no problem. I do agree with that. Now, this is going to be the view from the sidewalk. I'm walking down the sidewalk of my property. And let me go ahead and give you a view of this just so you know before and after, because it will be clean. No problem, no problem. I do agree with that. Okay, now this is what I have a problem with. This is my fence line, and they say it's unacceptable that it needs to be, there's debris, needs to be cleaned. Okay, now I'm actually on my property and I'm going where, you know, this is the spot right here. Let's see, that a city official, we all know, cannot enter private property without a warrant or the permission of the property owner. Since none of those were given, he couldn't have possibly seen none of this. Other than these doors, of course. They will be moved and cleaned out, no problem. Okay, there's the doors. And down my tree, my fence line, there's really nothing else. But the thing is when I pan to the neighbor's yard, you see all kinds of construction debris. Let's see, fence parts, garbage cans, buckets. Oh yeah, big old pile of nice red brick. And let's go on down my fence line and just show you what's acceptable to Bedford and what's not acceptable. So they say my fence line is unacceptable, that there is debris that needs to be cleared from my fence line. Well, yeah, I don't really see all that debris, but let's show you something else that Bedford says is okay. Wow. Let's see. Construction supplies. Oh, big old pile of wood. Now this is in my yard. This is my neighbors. This is actually the people that are complaining about debris and stuff in my yard. This is not the first time. They complain at least once a year. But see, Bedford says that that's okay. Their fence line does not need to be cleared off. That they're allowed to have whatever they want on their fence line, as you see, completely filled. Now let's keep going down my fence line. No, nothing major. Nothing major. Clean up. Okay, I do have a ladder. And I put this kennel here because one year my neighbors here decided to poison my grass. So I put this here so they'd leave it alone. And just keep going down let's go on this side of my fence line. I'm at the edge of my property, and this is my fence line. They said my fence line is dirty. Okay, let's just go ahead and show. Let's turn it this way so we can get a good view. This is acceptable by Bedford. I have told and complained about that before. Even my neighbors have complained. And just something just so that this is on record. This right here is my original fence post, which I had a fence that went all the way through. Oh, there's the poles. And if I can find one, I will show you. I noticed that my fence was actually cut down so that my neighbors, can put up their nice fancy fence. Here's actually a pole that was cut down. There's another one right there, cut off so that they can actually put their fence up. Now I wonder, did they get a permit to put this fence up, and why would Bedford be okay with them cutting somebody else's fence down? Not sure, don't know, but as you see, Bedford says that that's okay. And yes, I need to scrape paint, gutter work's going up, as evidence that I agree. I have gone ahead and gotten most of my for the side or the gutter work. I got to a piece of siding, no problem. That's all. I totally agree with that. Now that's my fence line. Now I'm gonna go. I do have permission to enter this other private property, which is actually next door to me. No problems. Which I'd like to show the fence line from this angle. All right, let's see. As you see, that green fence was illegally put up, but nobody really cares about that. And another acceptable Bedford thing, look at this. A fence inside of a fence. Now, this chain link fence is actually their fence with the wood fence. And just to show you that that's the truth, this chain link fence goes all the way. Now this is my neighbor's end of his property right here. Right here, property line, that's his line. And as you see, that fence goes all the way past that and keeps on going all the way over to the other side. But that's acceptable to Bedford. So, well, I'm just making this video as a before, and I will be making another video as an after, just so that, you know, everything is on record. And just please remember that this is the complainant's backyard themselves. Most definitely against Bedford regulations, rules, most definitely. But they can complain on my fence and my yard, but nothing happens to them. And mind you, this is like the third time I've actually showed the inspectors this before, and they said it was just fine, perfectly okay. But as you see, my fence line, as per the inspection, has debris that needs to be removed. And there we go. The doors, yeah, I agree, that's gotta go. That's gonna go. But nowhere near my neighbor's, the complainant right here, fence line. Nowhere near the stuff they got. All up and down their driveway. Look, they got wine bottles, you know, bed frames. All this is okay and acceptable to Bedford. Alright, this will end my before, and I will take afters just to prove that I actually complied. Thank you.